We're live in the pits of metal and mortal chaos with your one and only, and with my ultimate favorite band, SKELETONWITCH, Sacred Leather, and Iron Diamond, Dustin, the drummer.
What's up? That's me. Hello.
What's up, Dustin? I like the name Dustin.
Thank you. You don't meet a lot of Dustins. You meet more Justins, I guess.
Dust in the wind.
That's me.
I had to throw that out there.
More like Dustin the weed smoke.
Yeah, Dustin the weed smoke, yeah. Oh, you smoke weed, huh?
Yes. Currently am, as a matter of fact.
Oh, Dave, go light up the bong. I need some weed, man. No, I have. I just haven't smoked in a while. So, anyways. Now, how long you been with the band Iron Diamond?
I've been doing Iron Diamond since, I believe our first show was in 2010. We just kind of did it as a joke. It was for a Halloween show.
Really?
And we had so much fun, we just decided to start doing it full time. Because what better reason than to be able to throw on a bunch of leather and costumes and play King Diamond songs and all kinds of other cool shit.
What else do you play besides King Diamond?
Oh man, we do a lot. We know about 50 songs. So we do Iron Maiden and King Diamond,
yes.
Hence the name. But we do a lot of more like the LA kind of sleazy stuff, like Rat, Motley Crue, Quiet Riot, Dokken.
Nice.
And then we do some heavier stuff, some Megadeth, some Anthrax, some Exodus. And then we do a lot of Judas Priest because that's everybody's favorite. So I think that we probably do Judas Priest more than anything. But I mean, we even go pretty deep. We'll do like some Accept. We do a Loudness song. I mean, as long as it pertains to 80s heavy metal in any way, shape, or form, and we enjoy it, then we play it. We do a Manowar song. I mean, we do all kinds of shit.
That's fucking cool. So now, which band have you been with longer?
As far as all of my active bands, that one has been the longest because I joined SKELETONWITCH in 2011.
Yeah, I know, because you're not one of the original ones.
Correct.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, but still, you're part of the big band I love.
You know,
oh my god.
Mullet Chad served his purpose, and it got to a point where he was ready to be done, and I stepped in, and so I'm very, I'm just stoked to be a part of the band. I was a fan of the band beforehand, so it was cool to be able to join the band, and then obviously we created some pretty awesome records together, and still creating awesome records together.
That's fucking badass, man. Now, how many albums have you been on SKELETONWITCH?
I've done 2 full lengths, which are Forever Abomination and Serpents Unleashed, and then the current EP that we just released last year called The Apothic Gloom.
Okay. That's cool. I like that. So, now...
So, yeah. And then, obviously, we're going to be recording a new record at some point later this year.
Really? And how many... do you guys know how many songs you guys have written out?
As of right now, we only have almost 4 songs written. But if you or anyone who's listening is familiar with the Apothic Gloom EP, it's definitely starting to evolve a bit. The songs are getting a bit longer, a bit more epic. So a few of the new songs are pretty lengthy in length. One of the songs is over 8 minutes long.
Yeah, that's pretty badass, man. Oh my god, I love SKELETONWITCH. Sorry.
Thank you. It's quite okay.
I
do too.
It's an honor to be talking to you. Oh my god.
Well, thank you.
This is really cool.
I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview.
Yeah, no problem. I always wanted to interview you guys. I've been trying to get my husband to get on you guys, but he's been busy getting me other interviews and all that stuff. Oh my god. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, it finally worked out.
Yeah. So, tell me about your upcoming show with the Metal Legions. Legions of Metal.
Yes. This is with Sacred Leather, my another band,
Yes.
which is kind of like it's similar to Iron Diamond, I guess, in the sense of it's very heavily influenced by 80s heavy metal, and I, of course, sing in that band as well as singing in Iron Diamond. And yeah, we have a show. We actually have a show prior to Legions of Metal, which is here in Indianapolis, my hometown. We're playing with the legendary Diamond Head.
Ooh.
And then also playing with Ross the Boss, which is
Ooh.
an old. He was in Manowar at one time. Now
Yeah.
he kind of does a solo thing, but he plays a lot of Manowar songs. So
Yeah.
Super stoked on that. We're doing that, and then we're playing the fest on Saturday in Chicago with those bands as well as a ton of other bands.
And you guys are playing a small stage.
And this is the first year they've done Legions, but I guess it's done by some people who have been doing some other like more traditional heavy metal festivals up in Chicago. So this is not their first time, but this is their first time under the name Legions of Metal.
Okay, it used to be Ragnarok Metapocalypse.
Correct.
Then they switched it over to Legion of Metal. Because last year, as I've been going to every year of Ragnarok Metapocalypse, except 2015, we didn't go. Yeah.
Nice.
It was only 1 year.
Are you coming to the one to Legions?
Yeah, possibly. If everything goes as planned.
We'll get there early because we are the number one. We're the first band on Saturday.
I will make sure I'll come see you guys.
Yeah.
And get my
but,
CDs.
You know, if not, we will. We're definitely going to be getting back up to Chicago soon. Soon within the next few months, because it's cool to do this fest, but we definitely want to do our own show up there as well. So.
What about Wisconsin? You guys ever play Wisconsin?
Yeah, I'm sure we will at some point. The thing with Sacred Leather is it's just it's not going to be a very heavily touring band.
Okay.
Just because a lot, obviously for the main reason, because Skeleton Witch keeps me extremely busy.
Yeah.
But with that being said, right now we're really trying to we actually just did a tour about a month and a half ago that went really well.
Where'd you guys go?
And while Skeleton Witch is kind of in downtime mode with writing, this gives me some time to focus more on doing some stuff with Sacred Leather and getting us out on the road a little bit. So I would definitely say that yes, we will be in the Wisconsin area before the end of the year. I'm not sure when yet.
So where was the tour with Skeleton Witch? Where'd you guys go?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Where was the tour? Where'd you guys go?
It was 8 shows, so it was predominantly the Midwest, and then we hit the East Coast. We did Baltimore and Richmond, Virginia, and then kind of worked our way south through Tennessee. And the furthest south we went was Atlanta, Georgia, and then it ended in Lexington, Kentucky, at this incredible festival called Blood of the Wolf. If you've never heard of this festival or get an opportunity to go, it's very underground, but it's really awesome. The lineups are always stellar, and it's just like a massive party. It's awesome.
See, me, I'm a type of person who likes underground metal more than the national acts.
Yeah, well, you would absolutely love this festival. It's killer, and it's not just it's very multi-genred. So it's not just all grindcore bands or death metal bands or heavy metal bands. There's all kinds of stuff.
There's thrash, power, and heavy in there.
Oh yeah, all kinds. There was even a goth rock band that played a few bands before us when we played. So yeah, I don't think you really ever can know what to expect at that festival. It seems like they try to keep it pretty eclectic as far as the lineup goes.
There's some festivals like that around here, on the Midwest, like Chicago, Wisconsin areas. Some festivals like that. So
yeah, definitely.
So let me ask you, how long have you been drumming?
What's that?
How long have you been drumming?
I have been playing drums for about 25 years.
God.
I'm old as fuck, so.
Hey, I'm in my 30s too, so quiet.
Well, yeah, fair enough. I started playing my freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
And that's when I was 14 years old. And so, yeah, you can do the math and figure out how old I am.
14, 25, you're 39 years old.
Correct.
Going on 40.
No, I just turned 39.
Oh, you just turned 39. I'm going on 37.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, not too far behind me then.
No, I love Skeleton Witch, dude. Skeleton Witch is a shiznat. Sorry.
Well, thank you.
I had to say that.
Yes, I've been playing drums for 25 years. Playing drums, I guess, as far as touring, I've been doing that for about, I think I started touring in my, mid-20s, so about a little over 15 years.
Now, what bands were you in prior
not
to
quite
this?
15 years, yeah.
Now, do you have any other past
Somewhere.
bands you've been in?
I'm sorry?
Past bands you've been in?
Past bands, yeah, a ton. Yeah, I was in a kind of like hardcore, grindcore, punk band called The Dream Is Dead.
Okay.
And I did this kind of weird, experimental, kind of noisy death metal project called Black Arrows of Filth and Impurity.
Okay.
I did a black metal project called Christ Beheaded.
I heard of that.
Let's see. I was in, and then I joined Demiricus, which was a band signed to Metal Blade. We did quite a lot of touring with that band.
I heard of that.
And that's actually how I met the Skeleton Witch guys, was being in that band. And,
That's cool.
Let's see, I know I'm forgetting other things. I'm currently doing another new project called The Secrecy. I do a solo project called The Shape. I really could probably just list things for the next 20 minutes.
Really? Go ahead. I have all the time in the world.
But yeah, that's all that's ringing a bell. Let's see. I was in a band called Cult Hammer, which
Heard of
went on
that.
to do some stuff. Let's see. That was with a few of the guy, or that was with a guy from Demiricus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's about it. That's all that's ringing a bell currently.
Do you play any other instruments besides drums?
Just other than singing, I do some stuff with synthesizers. That's what my solo project is.
Cool.
Is very John Carpenter influenced.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of weird, 80s horror movie.
Hey, it's
sounding
okay.
Stuff.
I like that shit.
Yeah, you should check it out.
I will. So, you doing all this music for so many years. Now, have you kept a track of how many albums you have under your belt?
No, I'd have to think about it, but I would say it probably, as far as releases, because, obviously there's been full lengths, there's been EPs, there's been 7 inches, there's been splits, there's been all tape cassettes, there's been all kinds of stuff. So I would say, all in all, I've probably done about 15 to 20 releases, give or take.
That's pretty badass. Now,
It's quite a bit. I'm very fortunate to have had the opportunities I've had and been able to work with the musicians that I've worked with over the years, and yeah, it's been an awesome ride. And obviously, I'm not stopping because I'm still doing it.
No, you're still doing it, yes. Now, let me ask you. So, with Skeleton Witch, what's the biggest band you guys played with?
That's a good question. Let's see. We did several tours with Amon Amarth, which is they're a pretty big band.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have probably heard of that band.
Yeah, I know who they are.
We've done some festivals with, massive bands. We've played festivals with Judas Priest, Motorhead.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. We've done fests, or this is all European festivals.
Yeah.
We played with Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
granted we were on a small stage and he was on a big stage, but
Yeah, because I was looking at your, yesterday or this morning, I was looking at all your, tour things and stuff. I saw you guys play a lot in UK and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of festivals, and we actually just got, our most recent tour was supporting a band called Kvelertak from Norway.
Nice.
Which is a pretty big band, too, over there, especially. They're pretty good, got a pretty good following over in Europe, so that was really cool to get to go support those guys over there. And because we did one of their first tours over here in the States years ago.
Yeah. I know
So that was cool.
I know Amon Amarth played last night in Pennsylvania, I think. A friend of mine.
Yeah. I'm trying to get. I'm on the fence about going to see them in Louisville. It's coming up in a few days. I think it might be Friday, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't decided if I'm going to go yet or not, but thought about it.
They're a good band.
Because some other buddies of ours are supporting them on this tour. I'm sure you've heard of Go Horror.
Of course, I love Go Horror.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, they're supporting Alon Amarth right now, so they're out with those guys. So it would definitely be a good time if I was able to make it down there.
Okay, check this. There's this place in Madison called Earwax Records. Okay, couple years.
Yeah, I think we did like I want to say we did like a signing there or something at
Really?
one point.
Okay.
Like an in-store, I believe. And I think I also found some really good records there while I was there.
Yeah, well, a couple years back, me and my husband, we went up to Airwax Records, and I found a goat horn necklace there. I bought it. And then I found, during the past few years, I found a couple CDs, okay? I bought them. I still want that t-shirt, but can't find it. I don't want to order it online.
Oh, yeah?
I don't like online orders.
Well, yeah, you should. I know they have a new record coming out in a few months. So I'm sure you'll get an opportunity to see them. I'm sure they're going to be touring quite a bit.
I'm sure they will, and I'm going to get to see them. I'm going to wear it at the Metal Girl show. They're at the Metal Girl show at headlining. Go Horror.
Oh, nice.
When? June, yeah, I'm going June.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, June,
awesome.
I'm going.
Well, you'll be able to get your shirt then.
Hopefully. Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sure they'll have plenty of t-shirts to sell.
I'm sure they will. Hopefully it's not a lot of money.
That's how us bands put gas in our gas tanks.
Oh, I know. Whenever I can afford to go to shows, I spent a lot of money on merchandise. Just to be able to help out the bands. That's what I do.
Well, we us touring bands certainly appreciate that.
What? So, the Skeleton Witch use tour bus or no?
We've only done it over in Europe, because over in Europe the buses are bigger, so you can share buses with multiple bands. But over here it just doesn't make sense to do a bus. It costs a lot of money to have a bus over here, and
I believe so.
You know, we're comfortable in the van. We've been comfortable in a van for a long time, and so yeah, we just choose to do it that way. It works better for us.
Now with Sacred Leather. Let's talk about Sacred Leather for a bit. Now, how many albums do you have? Yeah, how many albums do you have out with Sacred Leather?
We actually don't have a record out yet. We have only released a 2-song cassette single, and that's made some pretty good circulation. But we actually are in the works of working out a deal with a label out of Europe, and so it's looking like if all goes as planned. I can't say anything yet because we haven't finalized everything, but if all goes as planned, we will be releasing a record early next year.
Okay, what about those 3 songs? Prowling Sinner, Lost Destructor, Master's Calling.
Yes, and which the cassette single that we released has Prowling Sinner and Lost Destructor on it. And then Master is Calling is going to be, I think we're going to re-release another version of the cassette single within another month or so that's going to have that track on it as well.
Now, which song do you want me to play?
So don't give that to anybody.
No, I'm not. I'm keeping it to myself. So, which song you want me to play right now?
I would say play Prowling Sinner, because that is our, we filmed a video for that song that we worked really hard on. If you go to YouTube and do a search for that, you'll find it. It's incredible. It was an incredible experience doing the video, and we were really, really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, I'd say play Prowling Sinner, and then after you hear the song, if you dig it, go check out the video.
Okay, hold on a second. Oh yeah? How many kids do you have?
No kids.
Any pets?
Yep, 2 dogs, 2 cats.
Nice. What are the dogs' names and the cats' names?
The dogs are Easy and Pickles, and they're
Aww.
pugs.
Aww.
And then the cats are Gumbo and Heat Miser.
So, Gumbo, is it from back in the day, you know, that Gumbo, that...
It's actually, she was named that because she has a really kind of spicy attitude. And she also is like a bunch of different colors, and you know, like if you ever eaten gumbo, it's just like a ton of different stuff mixed together.
Yeah. So we're back live on the Pizza Metal Chaos.
And it's really spicy.
So we're back live on Pizza Metal Chaos with Dustin.
Right.
What's up, everybody? Who's ever listening? Wait, I got comments. Hold on. Shit. Metal. So Dave Wormley's like, where are you guys from? They sound total old school.
Where's Sacred Leather from?
Yeah.
We are based out of Indianapolis, which is my hometown. And yes, if you weren't, I don't think if you knew better, you would think that it was probably something that was created in the 80s, because it does sound very old school.
Yes. So, let's talk about your favorite food. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers.
That's funny. Me and Dave just had some steak and shake.
I am constantly on a burger quest to find the greatest burger.
Well, we had just had some from Steak and Shake. You like Steak and Shake?
Yeah. I mean, I don't not like Steak and Shake.
That's cool. So, what's your favorite drink? Non-alcoholic or alcoholic?
My favorite non-alcoholic drink is probably grapefruit LaCroix. Soda water.
Soda water?
I'd say my favorite alcoholic drink is probably a whiskey and soda.
Nice. So, first concert you've been to when you were a kid?
The very first concert I went to when I was a little kid with my mom was I went and saw the Pointer Sisters when I was like probably 5 or 6 years old, which I don't even know if you know who they are.
Yeah, I know who they are.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they had some hits. Then my first concert I went to on my own was Anthrax, White Zombie, and Quicksand.
That was 1985 Pointer Sisters you went to see.
Yeah, probably. That sounds about right.
No, 1983. Sorry, 1983. You were 5 years old.
Yeah.
1985. I was 5.
Yeah, sometime in there. I was like 5 or 6. I don't remember exactly how old, but I just remember that was like the very first live concert I ever saw.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. My first concert was 1984 Show No Mercy Slayer. The first show at the Metro in Chicago. I was like 3 or 4 years old. My mom took me to that show.
Well, that's much cooler than the Pointer Sisters.
Well, Pointer Sisters are cooler too. They were bigger than Slayer back then.
Oh yeah. They definitely serve their purpose, I guess, in pop music.
Yeah. So, top 5 favorite bands of all time.
Let's see. That's a tough one to name 5. How about I do 3?
3, yeah. 2, 3, 3, 4, whatever.
Okay. So number 1 would be Judas Priest.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 would be King Diamond.
Nice.
And let's see, number 3. There's just so many different candidates for number 3. Man, you know, I don't know. My mind is just going in a million different directions right now. I would say, let's see. Fuck.
Saxon.
What's that?
Saxon.
I mean, I like Saxon. I don't think they would quite make the cut.
Okay. Deal.
But yeah, actually, I'm gonna say Oliver because I love Oliver. I love pretty much every single record they've ever released, and they just released a phenomenal album. That's got me so hyped on that band right now.
That's cool. Well, David Wormley says his first show was Mob Rules in 1981. What's David Wormley's band's name, Dave? Well, David Wormley's in a band called Lasting Vengeance. I think that's the name of his band.
Okay.
They're from Aurora, Illinois.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I haven't seen them doing anything for a while, but I'm sure they're pretty busy. Anyways, now how many times a month do you practice with Sacred Leather and Iron Maidens?
Iron Diamond.
Iron Diamond, yeah. Iron Diamond, sorry.
Yeah. Honestly, with Iron Diamond, it's kind of a well-oiled machine. We only really get together if we learn new songs because we've played these songs so many times. We'll come up with a set list a couple weeks before the show, and everybody will kind of just knock the dust off on their own, and then we'll just meet at the show and play. We've been doing this for so long, and a lot of these songs we've been playing for 6 years now. So,
yeah.
So we don't really rehearse that much with that band. As far as Sacred Leather, we rehearse 2 or 3 times a month, depending on if we have something coming up or if we're working on new material. It's different being a singer versus being a drummer. I think drummer's a little more diligent as far as rehearsing more often. But being a singer, it's kind of easy for me to just prepare at home, and then when I feel like I need to rehearse with the band, then that's when I'll rehearse with the band.
So you sing for Sacred Leather, huh?
I do.
Nice.
Yep, no drums. No drums for me in Sacred Leather.
Iron Diamond and Sacred Leather. That's awesome, man.
Correct. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the two bands that I sing lead vocals in.
You sound like a singer. You have the voice.
Thank you. Yeah, I've surprisingly got a pretty good voice. I didn't sing for a long time, and then I started doing karaoke and realized that there's a voice in there, and it got better and better, and then started doing Iron Diamond, and it got better and better, and then I joined Sacred Leather.
That's what Dave does. He does karaoke. He has a good voice. He just won't sing for a band.
Yeah.
Let's just say Dave. He can sing. Put the lyrics in front of him. He'll sing them, but he won't remember it.
Oh yeah.
He needs a paper with
lyrics. It's not easy remembering lyrics, especially in a band like Iron Diamond where you have to remember like 50 songs worth of lyrics.
Yeah, that'd be insane. Yeah, I'd have to have a teleprompter in front of me or some shit.
But in my defense on that, I've been, a lot of these songs I've been listening to for years and years and years and years. So, I just already know a lot of the songs. So that makes it a bit easier to remember the lyrics.
So Dustin, how do you keep your voice so pure and fresh for singing? What's the trick you use? That's a good question, and I'm very, very strict about how I take care of myself, especially the day of a show, or if I'm on tour. I don't smoke or smoke any weed or anything before a performance, and I drink a lot of tea with honey and coconut oil. Keeps your throat good and like moist or lubricated. It's going to sound hilarious, but it's really good for your vocal cords, and yeah, just do good, a lot of warm up technique, and just make sure I'm not doing anything stupid to jeopardize my vocal cords. Like warm up techniques, like Figaro, Figaro.
No, not quite like that, but
it's a joke.
Yeah, I assumed as much.
I'll just do my opera. So, in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you see Sacred Leather at and Iron Diamond?
In the next 5 to 6 years, or 5 to 10 years?
5 to 10 years. 5 to 10 years.
I would say that I see Sacred Leather being the biggest heavy metal band on the planet.
Really?
Because you got to think about it. A lot of these bands, like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, King Diamond, all the greats, all the kings are eventually they're going to be retiring, and there's going to need to be a new king. And I believe in Sacred Leather enough that I mean I'm kind of just blowing smoke, but I do think that we as a band are onto something very special that could stand the test of time and could go on to bigger, better things. Assuming the right people hear it, the right people like it.
What do you want me to say? Oh yeah, for Legion's Medal, make sure you get to the show to catch these guys, so you can say you saw them that before they were big. That's what I'm just telling you about.
We go on at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday.
And
so party hard. Get enough, get up early enough to where you can get back to Reggie's by 4:30.
I'm gonna have to take the train out there. It's gonna Deborah is come over there.
Yeah, it's a pretty ridiculous lineup, and I've heard that they're always just a really good time too. A lot of people partying and having fun, and that's what we like. That's what Sacred Leather likes to do, is party and have a good time.
Now, Dustin, tell me, what CD's in your car right now?
Well, like I said, I'm currently listening to the new Oliver record, and I pretty much have been listening to that non-stop. I also am really hype on the newest Withered record that came out this last year.
Cool.
I guess it was last year. Let's see. I've been listening to a lot of like post-punk and goth stuff, like The Mission.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Chameleons. Killer band out of Eastern Europe called She Passed Away. This is all just like kind of dark wave post-punk stuff that I've been listening to pretty heavily. It's more along the lines of the newer band that I'm doing, and we're doing some stuff like that.
Okay, now let me ask you. Now, in your own words, what are the pros and cons to the music business?
I'm sorry, you were cutting out a bit. I didn't quite get that.
Okay, now let's skip that question. Now, how did the band Skeleton Witch get signed up for Prosthetic Records?
Well, that happened before I was in the band, but from what I've gathered, it was pretty much just a thing where the band toured hard on their own without a label.
Yeah.
And eventually Prosthetic just caught wind of the band and really liked what the band was doing and signed the band to a 5-record deal. And then the first being Beyond the Permafrost.
Fucking Skeleton Witch, man. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm talking to you. This is so cool, man. Sorry.
Well, we'll have to do a shot or something next time we see each other.
Yes, we'll be seeing each other in May, in a couple weeks.
Cool.
So, in your own words, what are the pros and the cons to the music business industry?
That is an extremely good question. I would say the pros, obviously, the number one pro, being able to pack into a van with your bros and travel across the world and play music together, and and just the art of creating together and writing songs together, and meeting people all around the world who have heard your band and are into what you're doing, and then obviously if you can get to a point where you can make somewhat of a living off of it, that's a pretty good pro as well. Then the flip side to that, the con, is for one, it is an extremely tough business to be in, and it's extremely hard to make any kind of money in this business, and nobody's selling records anymore, and it's tough. Clubs don't want to pay bands what they used to, and so you really have to rely on the dedication of your fans to keep your band above water, which is where we have been very fortunate in Skeleton Witch, we've have some really awesome diehard fans that have been with us for a long time and help to keep this train moving forward.
I'm one of them.
I can tell.
Now, let me ask you. So, hold on. With Sacred Leather and Iron Diamond, are you guys self-managed or managed?
No, it's all done within house. I pretty much handle it for both bands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That must be really hard work.
At least at this point in the band's career, especially with Sacred Leather, it just doesn't make sense to bring somebody else on board. You know, I mean, I know the business well enough from being involved in it for as long as I have to know the right people to contact and you know how to book a tour and all that stuff. So yeah.
Do you have any advice to give out to anybody coming out there trying to become a musician, play an instrument or something?
Yes. My number one piece of advice I could give you is learn to embrace eating shit. Because if you are willing to do that and you're willing to live hard and not make money, but you're passionate about what you do, then just keep moving forward, keep pushing, and eventually, it could pay off. You gotta work hard because it's not, like I said, it's not an easy business, and it's, there's a million bands out there all striving for the same thing. And so yeah, I would say the best piece of advice I can give you is just learn to take the fall, learn to take the hits, and just keep moving forward.
Okay, one more question. Now, who are the members in Sacred Leather?
We have aliases, so I'll give you our aliases.
Okay.
And my name in Sacred Leather is Wrathchild.
Okay.
And then we have two guitar players, the Devil's Hellion and the Highway.
Okay.
And then our bass player is Magnus Iron Slut. and then our drummer's name is Jailhouse.
Nice. How about with Iron Diamond?
And with Iron Diamond, we have aliases in that name or in that band as well. So we're a 6-piece. We in that band I go by Ricky Wrathchild, and then we have two guitar players, Mikey Lee Michaels and Boner Saint Bonero.
Okay.
It's gonna sound totally absurd, but it's supposed to. Then the bass player is Black E. Lee Lawson, and then we also have another guy who's kind of like he's like our right hand. He's kind of like our Flavor Flav. He sings leads on some songs, but he's also a hype man. He also does a lot of the theatrics because we have a lot of theatrics involved with our show.
Yeah.
And his name is Black EP.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about the drummer?
Oh yeah. What about the drummer? Good point. Most important part of the band. His name is Diamond Don.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Diamond Don.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Can't believe I forgot Diamond Don.
You can't forget about the drummer, because he's probably listening right now.
I forgot about the drummer.
He's probably listening right now. And what about
Skeleton? He is. And he's going to be pissed.
What about Skeleton Witch? Who are the other guys?
Where are the other guys?
No, who are the other guys in Skeleton Witch?
Oh, well, you've got our new singer, who's been with us now for about 2 years.
Nice.
Adam Clemens, who's also in a killer black metal band called Wolfhammer, and they are actually out on tour right now. So
I know that
if
band.
you are out and about and you see that they're coming through town, make sure and check them out because they are fucking sick. And then we have Nate Garnett, or Nate Feet Under, which is the big red guitar player, big red-headed guitar player. And then Scott Hedrick is the other guitar player. Our bass player's name is Evan Linger, and then the drummer is me, and my name is Dustin Boltjes.
Dust in the wind. Sorry, I have to say that again. So, well, thank you for your time, Dustin.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for yours, and I hope some people tuned in. And I guess if to wrap this up, I would say just keep your ears to the ground because there is some new Skeleton Witch material on the way. It's being written. This stuff is fucking incredible. It's by far some of the best shit the band has ever written, and I'm super excited for it. We will be recording sometime in the fall for an early next year release, and same goes with Sacred Leather. We should have a record out sometime early next year, so stay tuned.
I'm playing Last Destructor's last song. Stay on the phone for a second.
All right.
Stay on the phone. Next Skeleton Witch, Red Death, White Light.